It was the turn of the century, a time when the world was captivated by the promise of a revolutionary technology. The year was 1903 and the race to conquer the skies was on. At the forefront of this race was Samuel Pierpont Langley, a man backed by wealth, connections and resources. Langley, armed with the recipe for success, assembled a dream team of brilliant minds and spared no expense in his pursuit of becoming the first to achieve manned flight. The media followed his every move and everyone anticipated his triumph. Meanwhile, in Dayton, Ohio, two brothers with a humble bicycle shop and a shared dream were quietly working on their own flying machine. Orville and Wilbur Wright had no lavish funding, no high-level connections, and no college degrees. What they did have was a deep sense of purpose, a belief that their invention could change the world. Unlike Langley, the Wright brothers preached their cause, inspiring others to join their journey. Failure after failure did not deter them, for their commitment to flight was unwavering. Every setback only fueled their determination to succeed. And then, on that monumental day in December 1903, on a windswept field in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the Wright brothers defied gravity. In a mere 59 seconds, they achieved what had eluded mankind for centuries. The story of Langley and the Wright brothers serves as a profound lesson in the power of purpose and the transformative effects it can have on individuals and society as a whole. Samuel Pierpont Langley's driving motivation was rooted in a desire for fame and fortune. His pursuit of accolades from his peers and external validation that came with it clouded his vision, leaving him without a clear sense of purpose beyond personal gain. In stark contrast, the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, embarked on their journey with a deep sense of why. They believed that if they could crack the code of flight, it would have a monumental impact on the world. Their passion for the physical problem they were trying to solve, the problem of balance in flight, was genuine and unwavering. It was this intrinsic motivation that set them apart. By starting with why, the Wright brothers tapped into the deeper essence of human motivation. Their belief in potential benefits of flight for society ignited a collective spirit that propelled them forward. Their vision extended far beyond personal gain or recognition. It was about pushing the boundaries of what was possible and leaving a lasting impact on the world. Start With Why is an influential book written by Simon Sinek. The main premise of this is emphasizing how important it is to have and communicate your why. This book was pretty eye-opening for me, and in this video I'm going to share with you some of the key concepts in this book. While this book is mainly focused on organisation, the subject matter can really be applied to all levels, even right down to the individual. At the heart of Start With Why is Sinek's powerful idea, the Golden Circle model. The Golden Circle consists of three concentric circles. Why at the core, surrounded by how and then what. While most organisations operate from the outside in, focusing on what they do and how they do it, most inspiring leaders and organisations operate from inside out, beginning with their why. Just think about it, whenever most people come up with an idea for a business, everyone usually starts at what are we building, what's it going to be used for, how is it going to look, but most people never really ask themselves why. Why am I building this? This is the same for most businesses. They look at a sector where there are opportunities and they come up with products. And sure, these products might do well, they might not, but the one thing that they will never do is inspire and excel. Most companies, when selling a new product, believe that their why, their reason why they're doing this, is simply to make money. And money cannot be a why. At the end of the day, money is a what. Money is the outcome. And because of this, businesses are usually never as successful as they could be. Think of any great company, what do they all have in common? They all had a reason why they existed. The why represents the purpose, cause or belief that drives every one of us. Sinek believes that by identifying and understanding our why, we can inspire ourselves and those around us. The why represents the purpose, cause or belief that drives every one of us. Sinek believes that by identifying and understanding our why, we can inspire ourselves and everyone around us. He stresses that businesses must understand their why to create products or services that resonate with customers. Why is the driving force, the cause, or the belief that gives purpose and meaning to what we do. Without understanding why, we might find ourselves lost in the mechanics of what and how, reducing our ability to inspire others or even ourselves. At a fundamental level, people are emotional beings, and our behaviour is strongly influenced by what we believe in and what we value. Understanding why taps into these emotions and these beliefs, providing the motivation that fuels our actions and decisions. This goes beyond just knowing the process, how, or the result, what. For businesses, the why articulates the purpose beyond just making money. Companies that have a clear why can inspire their employees, foster a sense of belonging, and create a company culture that everyone can rally around. This is essential for employee engagement and retention. Average companies give their people something to work on. In contrast, most innovative organizations give their people something to work towards. Great companies give their people a purpose or a challenge around which they develop ideas rather than simply instructing them to make a better mousetrap. In terms of marketing and sales, people do not just buy what you do, they buy why you do it. If a customer resonates with your why, they are way more likely to be loyal to your brand. This gives companies a competitive advantage and drives long-term success. For leaders, understanding their why enables them to communicate their vision and inspire others. This is crucial in rallying around their teams towards a common goal. Leaders who operate from their why tend to inspire trust, loyalty, and commitment among their followers. In personal life, knowing your why helps you find more meaning and satisfaction. It helps you align your actions with your values, provides you with a sense of direction, and empowers you to live a life that is true to who you are. In times of adversity, your why can be your guiding light that keeps you motivated and resilient. When the why goes, the what is all you have left. And we see this over and over again. For example, let's look at Dell. Many of these big corporations, the why begins to dissolve once their founders leave and die, and all they have left is what they do. They still exist only due to the momentum that they have, just like a big heavy freight train on the tracks, slowly applying its brakes. Eventually the momentum runs out and the company is sold off for scrap, just like AOL. And you can clearly see this in employee applications. While paying way under market rate, companies such as Tesla and SpaceX get 100x more applicants compared to similar competitors. These companies have a resounding sense of why. I'm sure you've heard of SpaceX's to make life multiplanetary. Can you tell me what Dell's is? Sinek argues that the most successful and inspirational leaders like Steve Jobs, Martin Luther King, and the Wright brothers all started with their why. They knew their purpose, and it was the vision that propelled them and their actions, not the other way around. For instance, Apple, under the leadership of Steve Jobs, did not just aim to build better computers. They believed in challenging the status quo and thinking differently, which was their why. Their how was to produce beautifully designed, user-friendly products, and the what, the outcome, was a series of innovative products like the iPhone and MacBook. This contrasts starkly with many companies that may know what they do and how they do it, but they struggle with the why. They don't understand why they are doing what they're doing. This contrasts starkly with many companies that may know what they do and how they do it, but struggle with why they do it beyond merely making a profit. Companies that fail to convey their why often struggle to maintain customer loyalty and employee motivation, and usually have to resort to manipulation tactics such as discounts or bonuses for the staff. While these discounts work on a short term, they rarely last and can be sustained. Paying someone more money is rarely going to get them to be more motivated about the work that they do. It's not enough to have a great product or service. What truly differentiates impactful and inspiring companies is their understanding of why they exist in the first place. I think this book has some great points, and while long, could really be shortened down to sort of one big long blog post. The idea of making sure you have a why and that you communicate it effectively while seemingly common sense is not emphasized or embraced enough today. I think this is why we are seeing so many people with burnout or no passion for their jobs. At the end of the day, what is passion? Passion is all about having a cause, a mission, a why. So I challenge you, the next time you start a project, job, or business, make sure you know why, because a how or what without a why is simply like following a map without a destination.